here, so if you want to kick the door in and go and get your stuff, you're more than welcome to.
Deadbolt lock.
Any door can be kicked in, depending on how hard you work on it.
They had no right to even go up there and grab them and arrest them and cuff them.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Peeps, and today's video comes from Elyria, Ohio. We're diving into a shocking event that completely changed Raul Ortiz's life. On a seemingly average May 11, 2023 evening, his peaceful home was abruptly besieged by 3 local police officers lacking the necessary legal warrant. This traumatic event had a lasting impact on Ortiz's existence. That ill-fated night took a dark turn when his ex-girlfriend, Brittany Warner, appeared at his residence, igniting a catastrophic chain of events. Their past relationship had ended bitterly, and now Warner had returned to retrieve her possessions.
We can go over and see if they'll cooperate with us there.
I'll follow you guys over there, okay?
Okay.
When officers arrive at Ortiz's home, he refuses to let them in.
Do you have a key to the house?
He took my key.
They didn't do a proper investigation. Period.
Ortiz's attorney, Anthony Nisi, worked as a cop for decades. He says officers had no right even entering the house. Plus, if they had contacted the homeowner, he would have told them Warner had already moved out.
That day, yes. She handed us the keys and she left.
And she was out of the apartment?
Out of the house, yes.
Nisi also questions officers' claims that Ortiz could be heard threatening them when they entered the home.
If you listen to the video very closely, it's different from what the report says.
Why would I want to say something like that knowing there's cops downstairs? That's the stupidest thing a person could do.
Officer Paige Mitchell then tells Warner she has the right to enter the home, even suggesting she kick in the door.
You've lived here, so if you want to kick the door in and go and get your stuff, you're more than welcome to.
Deadbolt lock.
Any door can be kicked in, depending on how hard you work on it.
So Warner kicks the door in and tells Warner she has the right to enter the home.
Officer Paige Mitchell joined the scenario. The unnerving footage from Mitchell's body-worn camera registered the mounting pressure. A visibly upset Warner conveyed her plight to the officers. Surprisingly, it was who proposed that Warner could forcibly enter the property if she desired.
Go kick the door in. We can't. What were you thinking? They broke the law.
I just want my things and I want to get out.
Officers arrive at the home, but Ortiz refuses to let them in without a warrant.
So all I did was say, hey, I don't choose to talk to you then. If I'm not in trouble with you and you ain't got a warrant for me, then I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not being involved. She was very aggressive.
Ortiz resiliently held firm, adamantly denying the officers' entrance without a warrant. What transpired next was a terrifying showcase of raw power. Ortiz was tased, apprehended, and with 5 felony charges. All of these were documented on a body camera video, putting Ortiz on an unwavering pursuit for justice. However, his attorney contends that it was the police officers who broke the law.
They didn't do a proper investigation. Period. They broke the law.
The aftermath swiftly plunged Ortiz into a whirlwind of legal proceedings and emotional turmoil. After the illegal home invasion, an intense scuffle ensued between Ortiz and the invading police force. Caught in a chaotic conflict that wasn't his own, Ortiz was arrested and taken to the Lorain County Jail. Here, he was charged with a flurry of felonies, 5 in total, including 3 counts of assaulting a police officer and 1 count of aggravated robbery. The charges, as overwhelming as they were, only fueled Ortiz's oscillation between joy, sorrow, and fear. All these coalesced, amplified by the traumatic incident. A loud noise, no matter how ordinary, would jolt him. A harsh echo of the day his peaceful home was violated.
One minute I'm happy, next minute I'm sad, next minute I'm crying. I hear a loud noise, I get freaked out.
In response to this ordeal, Ortiz took matters into his own hands. He sought accountability and justice for his traumatic experience. He made the brave decision to file a lawsuit against the Elyria Police Department. The police chief, however, chose to remain silent on the case, leaving Ortiz to fight his battle armed with only the support of his attorney.
Ortiz potentially faced years in prison if convicted, but his attorney got the charges dropped. Now they both want to see these officers brought to justice.
So what gives them the power just because they got a badge to think they can do whatever they want? Who's governing them? I want reprimand. I want officers put in jail. I want them to experience what I experienced.
The Elyria Police Department's questionable conduct is no stranger to controversy. It's the same department that landed itself in hot water after a botched home raid that resulted in an innocent baby being injured, an event that raised questions about their operational protocols and respect for citizens' safety. This incident, like a painful echo, mirrors the unjust ordeal that Ortiz is currently battling, adding another layer to the ongoing narrative of police misconduct. As Ortiz continues his fight for justice, the stains on the Elyria Police Department's reputation deepen, making his case even more critical. His story is not just his own, but represents countless others who have suffered in silence. After an internal investigation, Chief William Pelko has recommended that one of the 3 officers involved in the May 11th, 2023 incident be suspended and another veteran officer be terminated.
They broke the law.
I just want my things and I want to get out.
So all I did was say, hey, I don't choose to talk to you then. If I'm not in trouble with you and you ain't got a warrant for me, then I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not being involved. She was very aggressive.
Attorney Tony Nietzsche represents Ortiz. He says his client will never forget the day when those officers recklessly barged into his home for no apparent reason.
She didn't do a proper investigation. Period.
That day, yes, she handed us the keys and she left.
And she was out of the apartment.
Out of the house, yes.
Under the law, they're all guilty. The 3 who entered Ortiz's home without a warrant not only tased and arrested him without cause, but also falsely charged him with several felonies. Nietzsche says the officers never had a reason to enter the home or even suspect Ortiz had done anything wrong in the first place. Chief Pelko completed his investigation into the incident and determined that 2 of his officers did indeed violate several departmental policies. Those officers include Paige Mitchell and Colty Hirsch. Pelko found Hirsch violated 4 of the department's rules and regulation, including unsatisfactory performance and arrest, search, and seizure. He recommended Hirsch receive unpaid suspension for 30 days, but because Hirsch stated in hindsight he would not have made entry into the home, Pelko suggested he only be given a 20-day suspension on condition he does not have any similar violations for the next 2 years. Mitchell, a veteran officer who joined EPD in 2015, received the harshest discipline. Pelko found that she violated 10 of the department's policies governing police conduct, including violation of rules, field interview, and pat-down searches, unsatisfactory performance, conformance to laws, arrest, search and seizures, and truthfulness. Pelko recommended that Mitchell be terminated. The 3rd officer, Chris Lewis, was a rookie at the time, which could be the reason he didn't receive any discipline.
I believe that she should be criminally charged and that she should be forced to give up her state certificate and never be a police officer again in this state or any other state.
We can go over and see if they'll cooperate with us there.
I'll follow you guys over there, okay? Okay. Do you have a key to the house?
He took my key.
They didn't do a proper investigation. Period.
That day, yes, she handed us the keys and she left.
And she was out of the apartment.
Out of the house, yes.
They had no right to even go up there and grab them and arrest them and cuff them.
We can go over and see if they'll cooperate with us there.
I'll follow you guys over there, okay? Okay. Do you have a key to the house?
He took my key.
They didn't do a proper investigation.
Months later, after filing several court motions, Nietzsche obtained Mitchell's body cam footage. Lorain County Prosecutor J.D. Tomlinson then dropped all charges against Ortiz.
What gives them the power just because they got a badge is they can do whatever they want? Who's governing them? I want reprimand. I want officers put in jail. I want them to experience what I experienced.
Nietzsche says it was clear that the video didn't match the information in the officers' incident reports. They didn't report the facts as they happened.
Now listen to the video very closely. It's different from what the report says.
Ortiz has since filed a civil rights lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Ohio. Mitchell, Hirsch, Lewis, the city of Elyria, and the Elyria Police Department are named as defendants in the suit. The case is still pending.
Police search warrant, come to the door! Dogs, dogs, stop, dogs, search warrant!
I will keep this story updated as more information becomes available.